your mom?
I came to Suva, and as I said, I was excited to see her.
Yeah.
The first person that I was looking forward to see, not my brothers and my sisters, was my mom, because I miss the motherlyhood for long years. Not only coming for further education, yes, that's one good part of it, but to come actually see her. But when I saw her, she was already sick, not coping well. I remember those days.
So she passed on when, what was her age when she passed on?
Not quite clear of her age, but I was going into Form 3. I remember attending secondary school at Form 3, and she passed away. If I am correct, she passed away at 62 years of age.
Okay. Yes. So it just she's just waiting for you to come over to Suva. So maybe 1 or 2 years in Suva, and then she passed on.
Yes. Not just me, but my younger brother too. So by then we all came to Suva, including my father.
Okay. So it was not an easy time for you to grow up in the village without a mother, because we normally hear stories that father passed away or father left the family and people grew up with their mother, but this one rare occasion where people live with their father.
Yes.
So you must have a humble father for you and your brother Temo.
Yes.
To grow up with him.
Yes. Yeah. One would understand the role, the important role taken by the mothers. Yeah. Yeah. Looking after the children, washing of the clothes, getting things prepared. It was not there with us.
If we put it in fraction, I can say 1/4 of the role in a house looks after by our father. 3/4 is normally looked after by our mother. So when our mothers passed on, there's a greater vacuum compared to when our father passed on.
Yes.
Because our mothers normally do look after clothes, our food, our family, our organizing, going to church, and even meeting together in a meal in the evening.
Yes.
So normally it's a motherly duty.
Yes.
Yeah.
Saying that, I think if my dad was still alive, I would give him a big hug, because he's really the one who took up the role, both the fatherly role and the motherly role for so many years in our younger days. Myself and my younger brother, so humble in heart. Yes. To be able to absorb the position, not only as a dad, but also the role of a mother.
Praise the Lord. So ladies and gentlemen, we are really blessed by the testimony of Taltalgase, SULIASI RAVUNIKAU, brought up in a setup that is not normally normal to any of us that we are watching through the live feed or through the television program. And now you came to Suva.
Yes.
You stay with your relatives. Yes. In Lami village, I understand. Yes.
Coming to Suva, I think was a challenge in so many ways. Coming to Suva to see a different life standard altogether, different dress code, different people. What I used to be in that from a younger age till I left the island was totally shifted to come and be exposed to a bigger environment and a bigger population, and knowing very little people, knowing only a few, coming to breathe the air and see the lights in Suva. That was a change altogether. It shifted.
So it's a big difference from the village setup.
Yes.
When you come into Suva.
Yes. Coming to Suva was really for further education and to see my mom. Yeah. But there are other things that brought a lot of changes. You know, the changes that happens to a young heart, a young soul, when for the first time living area that has been there for so long. You are adjusted to it. But coming to Suva was really exciting in so many ways, and a lot of fear too that comes with it. That comes to normalize once we stay for a while.
Amen. Amen. So you coming to the unknown. It's yes. a challenge of unknown. So that's why normally we fear, we get excited because it's an element of unknown. And you came to school understanding Ratu School Memorial School.
Yes.
Yeah.
I first came and I stayed in Lami Village. So I stayed in Lami Village. My stay there was for long years. Looking around to see any Namukan there. I remember it's just my brother and my uncle's daughter.
Oh, okay.
So including me, there's only three Namukan there.
Because normally they will go to Bisari
Yes.
or Walukutu or in Gauya area.
Yes.
Yeah.
But
So in Lami Village, hardly you see anybody.
You hardly
In
see-
Namuka from
Yes. It was just an environment that I was pushed into, like forced into live to, and then the choice was for me to not to attend Lami High School then, but to go to road school. Yes, like I was totally involved in the lifestyle of village called Lami.
Lami is in the province of Rewa or Netasir.
It is in the province of Rewa, but the Matangalis or the clans there, should I say half of the village, comes from Lomai in Wendina, in Netasir.
Netasir.
Yeah, the language is half and half in Lami. So the Rewan language and also the Wendina language.
Okay,
Yes.
for the benefit of some people, they're from Rewa or from Wendina, you can speak in their dialect.
Yes. Kung bula talitigani na matakalanta ko na weekend na warong tiumay, de so talembaga warong tiumay yun ang gairo warong tiumay ang goy matakalanta tiwe suba sa wa malamala ko gali na turangan ni ranin da kung bula tagitiko may lami koro wa malamala ka gali na bulan da yu maliway timan lay sarapa beka da wa malamala ka na turangan ni dona matakalanta meranin da may rongo tiukin na posniklo klani sekretar lindo na iburu-buru malaka non dan bula men da bula malaka kina na iburu-buru malaka nga men da ready chisu o matua ready kwa ya boso wana matakalanda na ngalo talanga men da do musuti kwa wa kukua koni lomo rota kana no mungara na kelungo ena be matakalanda kina be ngalo talanga vida benga ni to ya klani dan bula bukan dia mela mi koro da ready na visa we weather tipo no koro soni balbala e dareta ni tiri balbala maleka sangai tunga menokor weekend na dumbula tu menokor nda ngai go yawa wosi bi maleka talanga men da wosi tanga ni maleka ni bula da todo ko ni bula na maleka ni bula ngani tisundo do.
Praise the Lord. And then you start to attend Ratu School Memorial School, and that is in Form 3, Form 4 as you move up. Yeah, okay. Can you share with us coming from Lami and staying with your relatives and the requirements every day, the pocket money, the bus fare, the uniform? How do you go through that?
First, I thank God for those years. I recall, and coming from Lami to Su, I recall it was the changeover from penny to cent, back and forth. I can come to school and go back home. So 5 cents, 5 cents, and then the other 5 cents, 5 cents for the afternoon. So morning.
So for 50 cents, that means you can have your bus fare and have lakari, gulgula,
Yes.
and all roti.
Yes.
Normally the baini will be sitting
Yes.
next to the flagpole, and now they've shifted the flagpole.
Yes.
I remember those bainis and bayas selling sweets. And how do you see when you stay with the relatives and trying to achieve in school too?
Staying with relatives, it's no longer the environment from your moms and dads. You have tasks to complete in a day. Tasks, for example, that you have to do some planting every afternoon that you come. On Saturdays that you are tasked to do a lot of farming work that assist us in our daily living. When the crops start getting matured, and then we rely on that, on both vegetables and root crops. We are tasked to do that. That's daily. For how many years attending Ratu School Memorial School from Form 3 to Form 5. I left Ratu School at Form 5.
So that means even when you stay with your relatives, it's like a stepping stone to maturity. And even though some tasking are hard working, but it helps us to get matured and to be responsible wherever we go.
Yes, the reliability.
Yes.
You are accountable to see that this has happened, and then you are being supervised from the early beginning. comes the stage, it's like a normal. It's a norm to that young boy or young girl to do the work without much supervision. Those are the days that I remember in Lami.
Oh.
Yes.
So you continue to rise up in your class in Ratskuna until you go to class 5. And I understand, sorry, Form 5, and I understand you join a PWD apprentice program. Okay.
Yes. In fact, we were still in Form 5, the vacancy for apprenticeship. It's a big vacancy. They wanted 70 apprentices. And it was advertised, so a lot of Ratskuna boys and girls applied. I did apply too. And towards the end of the year, during Form 5, the result comes. It came, and my name was advertised. I think that was the reason that most of the students there that were called to interview shifted and left secondary school and joined apprenticeship.
So the apprentice, you have to go to FIT then, Fiji
Yes.
Institute of Technology.
Yes.
Or what is still called then? Fiji
Institute of Technology. Yes. It was. We have to spend a semester or a term in the training institution, and then you spend the practical on the other 2 terms or the other term. So in a year there's 2 terms, 1 term or 1 semester in the FIT, in the knowledge, and then you do your practical on. So we do that for 5 years.
Praise the Lord. Ladies and gentlemen, for those of you that are watching this program, we call it God has a plan. In every situation of our life, God has a plan. And until we know and understand that God has a plan, then we will come to the prosperity and God's plan in our life. And we'll take a few minutes break, and then we'll come back to you. So stay tuned, Facebook live feed, and also television program. We encourage you. We will be blessed by the testimony of Taltalangasi, SULIASI, RAVUNIKAU. Amen.